This is not the part 2 that I thought we were gonna have for this painting, but this is what we're working with. I was so unhappy with the mountains, and I just had to scrape them off. This literally kept me up all night the night before. I couldn't stop thinking about how this did not reflect the painting that I was intending on doing. I let my imagination run a little too wild, and I went, I don't know, just like into a zone when I was making the mountains, and it just was not what I initially wanted. And I knew I wasn't going to be happy with it at all, so my idea was to just start over. So after I completely wiped this off, I let it dry over several days, and that made me able to just completely start over fresh, and you can't see the underpainting at all once you go back over it with this thick oil paint. So you can see I'm a lot more meticulous this time. I'm actually holding my iPad to kind of force me to stay true to the image and the reference photo that I was really trying to replicate for this. As I work my way down the painting, I'm trying to add in as much detail as I can while knowing that there are certain things that are going to have to dry before I can add in, more detail. But here I'm adding in some green space just up the mountains. I don't want it to be a snowy mountain, which actually deviates from the original reference photo. I wanted this to be more of a spring painting. So instead of doing snow, I'm just adding in some greenery up the mountains while still being true to the rocky mountain tops. And I'm adding in as much detail as possible, even though I know most of it might be covered up by the subsequent layers of trees that I'm going to be doing in the front. Just the height of the trees, it might be covering some of this up, but that's okay. A lot of it's going to pop through, and that's what's going to separate this painting from what might just be a mediocre painting to what's hopefully something very intriguing to the observer. Keeping this spring theme into this, I would really love to add as much life into this painting as possible. Plant life, nature, hopefully even animal life. I'm a little nervous about that, however, because I have never painted animals before. My original thought for this painting was, oh my gosh, how beautiful would it be to have like a little bear, in the creek, but that is so intimidating now, so we'll see.